Hello YouTube, and welcome back to another Obby Creator video. My name is Roro Studios, and today I'm going to be showing you the entire Tower of Super-Ception, which is the soul-crushing tower for my JToH ring in Obby Creator. That's the last time I'm going to be saying that, because this is the 13th and final episode of the series, which has been going on for the past, 4 months about. So if you haven't seen the videos of building this, you can find those on my channel in the playlist. But this is Tower of Inception from JToH, but with not 2 layers, but 5. I've just loaded up the main ring, which has this ObbyID right here. On here, if you come over to this area right here, to this, you can do a little bit of parkour, and then jump into here. And it says, because of part limit, I had to locate the Citadel and soul crushing on other Obby slots. The Citadel's ObbyID is the same as this ObbyID, but the final digit is 6. The soul crushing's ObbyID is the same as this Obby, but the final digit is 7. This is supposed to be like, you have to find the secret portal for the soul crushing and the Citadel. Well, that's what I had here. I just put them both in the same place. If you want to see the video with this for the entire Citadel, I'll put an iCard thingy up to it in the top right corner. But let me go ahead and swap back over to the soul crushing. And then I also put this sign here telling you that it's a soul crushing, and then you can play the main ring on the slot I was just showing. I also changed the difficulty it displays here to high insane, or is that peak insane? I don't know what you would call that. So if you go through this portal, it'll take you to floor 1, and then if you come over here, you can go to the floor select. It says note these are in the order that you play the floors in, not numerical order. And you can go to any floor you want, including the anti-cheese room and win room, or any like extra sections of the floors, so that you don't have to actually like play through the whole thing legitimately to get there. So if you head through the portal, then you start off with a long jump. It was originally a 12 stud jump, but I think I nerfed it to like 11.5. I don't feel like checking. But then you gotta do those 1 studs while dodging those platforms that they're also trip parts, so they'll knock you off and like trip you. And you then do a corner clip here, and then you gotta jump up to here. There's like a gap in here, so you can jump up to it and go into climbing animation, and then ladder flick up here, come up here, and then another corner clip back inside. Then you can jump here, then drop down here. And then for this jump, you have to like hit the speed pad mid-air, that way you can get like a boost to get all the way across. And then you just do those jumps and your speed will go back to normal. Here you will get the like darkness effect, and you gotta go on the white neon parts. The red ones are actually can collide false, and they're just for decoration. Yeah, right here you have some ladder flicks, and then this wraparound, and another one right here. And then the effect goes away. You do another corner clip here. We'll just pretend that didn't happen. Yeah, and then you go to right here. You go across here, then do a walk around, and then you gotta go into climbing animation right here, and then you can bounce up to here. And we're already on floor 2. Here you go up those are fading platforms, so you gotta go on them fast. Find 3 buttons to progress, you know the drill. Note, you'll be sent back to this platform when you press a button. So you can do them in any order you want, but for this button, you have to dance clip through this like thing at the wall. If you don't walk off the edge like that, then you'll go on these 1 studs there, and then you have this like wedge head hitter thingy. So you do it like that, and then you go across here, you do this wraparound, and then you can press the button. By the way, what you're doing is you're getting rid of like these 3 walls that are right here. There's only 2 because I just deactivated one, but that'll allow you to go past that, and then you'll corner clip right there. I mean, you'll see that in a second, so I don't really need to explain it, but once you jump up here, then you will press this button, and then you actually have to do that same thing again, and you'll press the one on the other side of that wraparound, and then you can go across here, then jump up here, and then you do this corner clip through the frame thing. Oh, okay, so the moving platform's already right there, but I like to get on the back side of it, or like where I was standing. It's like right here, and then walk into the wall, and then jump on top of there once you get there. Another corner clip here. There are indeed a lot of corner clips in this, which actually it just now occurred to me that I completely forgot to put the things that go on top of here, the things that say like by whoever and all the warnings. I also don't know that I have enough room for that. You know what, we'll just pretend I don't have to do that for now, and I'll deal with that later. Anyway, you have this wraparound here, and then a corner clip, then another wraparound, and then another corner clip. So then right here, you will press that button, and these like purplish blue buttons will activate, and you have 35 seconds, I think it was, to complete the section. And I'll go ahead and show you now. This is the first chance that you can actually attempt to cheese the whole tower and skip straight to the win room. Obviously there's a cheese barrier, which will send you to the anti-cheese room instead, because I decided to make it teleport you to a different place instead of just insta-killing you. Except for some reason, there seems to be a little bit of a bug that I found. There's a teleporter right here that will send you to the anti-cheese room. It's deactivated at the final jump before you drop down the center to the end of the tower. But then there's this other teleporter right here that's the actual, like, win pad teleporter thing. But if I do the corner clip correctly, I mean, apparently I can't. There we go. See, it teleported me to the win room. I don't want to show it yet. I'll show it at the end of the video. Because the teleporter is like broken for some reason. I want to say that's a bug, because like I think it has something to do with this button that's connected up to it, because this button is supposed to be what deactivates it. Maybe I'm missing something, but I don't know. Basically, at the moment, you can cheese the entire tower, but what it's supposed to do is teleport you here. Did you really think that you could cheese the entire tower? There's such thing as a cheese barrier, you know. Maybe actually try next time. XD, touch the sign to restart the tower. I am very disappointed. Lol, 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 lol. I genuinely hope you knew that wasn't gonna work. Hashtag trolled. Did you think that I wouldn't consider someone corner clipping? You should see the look on your face. I know I read all those in the last video, but I'm reading them again. And I'll also say again that the song in here is the Rickroll song, but Screaming Goats edition. And yes, there's Z fighting right there, but that's intentional, because this room is supposed to look as ugly as possible. Also, when you do touch the sign, it just insta-kills you. But if you decide to actually play the tower correctly, then you're gonna jump on top of here, and then you can go here onto this half stud. Then you go up these half studs, and then those like quarter studs. Then you go up here. I know that the time didn't look the way it's gonna look if you play the whole button section normally, but I have verified it is possible, because like I was just teleporting through it instead of like whatever. But you have a bunch of corner clips here, and then this one's actually a dance clip, just like that, and then another corner clip here. I mean, you should do all of them sideways. I'm just randomly deciding I don't want to on some of them. But you should, with any corner clip, you should always, like, that should be the way you normally decide to do them. If you do it like this, then that has the least chance of flinging you. You have a whole bunch of ladder flicks here. And I did like, add some variation on this as well, so it's not quite as boring. Even though I honestly kind of liked it before, but I don't know. Once you complete that, though, then you're on to floor 3. So here you have the button route, which is over in this direction, and you have the main route, which is over in this direction. So you want to go to the button first, and then it'll activate a timed button, which will allow you to progress in this direction. So you want to go here, and then jump up to here. Go on top of here, and a corner clip, and then you can jump across tops of those. You come up here, and then you have this speed activator. So then you go across those. It might look a little hard, but it's really not. You have 30 seconds, and then you gotta go back. I like to just jump straight down to there, but yeah. Okay, I guess I need to fix that. I think that there's someone commented about there being like a soft lock on this floor. I guess that's what they were talking about. I ran out of time, but we'll just pretend I didn't. Again, I have verified that this is possible. But then you go across this dance clip from earlier, and this is the platform that activates. So then you have some more you have that wraparound there. You go up here, then another wraparound, then another wraparound, then a wall hop up here, and then you have this tightrope. In a legitimate run, you should probably do that more carefully. And here, this like red segment of the trusses can collide false, so you should be careful there. And you can drop down here onto these one studs, and then go into this next layer inside here. You jump to here, then you like sort of wrap around to here. Then you have this beat block section. These actually go pretty fast, so you don't really need to get a rhythm in your head, but if that helps, you still can. So it'd be like 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, like this. But like since they go pretty fast, it's kind of easy to like sort of like you don't need to do that, I guess. At least for me. And then once you get here, you go on top of this platform. You jump, and then you jump to here. Right here is where you get teleported if you fall on this next section. What is this baby hour? Come on, you can read. So that was based off of the Tower of a section in the Tower of Hot Chocolate Fury, a tower from the Christmas event in JToH. The text on the platforms tell you what what it is. So like it's a forward conveyor, a left conveyor, right, backward, fading platform, forward, spin part. And then this beat block, the way you should time it, so you should jump right when it's about to go back invisible. It's like that. And then right, can't collide false, left, fading platform, backward, and sub to Roro Studios. Then you can jump up to here and make sure you don't jump because then you'll accidentally hit the teleporter. But then you have this truss corner clip here. Really the only thing is that you can't do it forward, but you shouldn't do that anyway so that you have less of a chance to get flung. So really it's technically harder, but not really. Once you get here though, you want to jump up to that one stud and then up to here, and then you wall hop up to here, and we're on to floor 4. So once you get here, you want to jump up to here and then do a head hitter. It says, throughout this floor, you will be working your way to a button. The button will open up this tunnel, allowing you to progress. So now you're going to jump to here, and then these half studs are actually fading, but they fade kind of slowly, like it's not that hard. And then you have a bunch of walkarounds here. These aren't that hard either, but once you get here, you're supposed to actually corner clip through this. You'll land on either side of this, but whichever side you do land on, you'll go across here. You will take damage, but I have invincible while editing on. Anyway, now you're going to jump down here. You sort of do a wraparound through there. That might also look a bit hard, but it's really not. Here you have a wraparound. You go around this like cylinder. You go on this thin ledge, and then you jump up to here. You do another wraparound, and then you go to right here. Yeah, so you can go on this ledge. It is possible to jump straight to this position, but I'm going to keep that there, that being able to land there, because that also kind of serves as a safety net if you fall here. And it would be insanely hard to land in here, and this is only insane. Right here, you can drop down this thing right here, and then you go onto that one stud, and then you have this conveyor wraparound thing. I don't even know what you'd call that. Followed by a conveyor launch, and then like yeah, this layer of the floor, I sort of based it off of like thin ledges, wall hugging, that sort of stuff. This is a long jump. I think it's like 11.5, I don't remember. Then quiz time. Question 1, who is Roro Studios? My YouTube or the name of my Roblox game? And it's my YouTube, obviously. Where did this tower's inspiration come from? Tower of Inception or Tower of Lots of Damage? Tower of Inception. And then over here. What difficulty is Tower of Relaxing Scenarios? That's one of the towers in the main ring. Also, that's like clipping through the wall. That looks really weird. It's medium. Then, are you about to fall? Yes or yes. Then question 5, did you see that coming? No or no. And once you get over here, it'll just randomly teleport you, and then you have to do a 10 stud wrap over the void. Then congratulations, you have earned your button. You get sent back to this is right before the quiz, and then you got to go backwards back to the start of the floor. But to make sure it's actually possible, I added in some extra platforms because like some jumps would only be possible one way. Once you get here though, you do this corner clip back into this layer. You jump up here and then to here. You do a wraparound, and then that's a bit of a long jump. But once then you where do you go? Yeah, here we go. There's this corner clip right here. You're back down here, so then you can go through here. By the way, this was blocked off before. Now that's open, so we can go through here, and now I can go up this. Also, I know you can corner clip through here, which is why there is a cheese barrier, one that actually works properly. It says you cheesed, if you can read that. So then you climb up. You get to view all the floors that you're going to be going through, because you actually go all the way up to floor 9 and then ascend back down to floor 5, and then you get teleported back up to do the finale of the tower. So welcome to floor 9. Falling here used to cause you to die instantly. That's way too hard. So what will now happen if you fall is you will be sent to land 3 10 stud wraps. Falling there, however, will instantly end your run. If you survive, you will be able to continue the tower from the start of this floor. So if you were to fall, then you get teleported over here. And then you just land those 3 10 stud wraps. We'll just pretend that I did, because apparently I can't. Once you land those, then you get sent back to here. So with the actual route of the floor, you do that wraparound right here, and then another wraparound there. And then you can drop down to here. So then you gotta like roll this sphere across this like little track thingy. That is an insta-kill, so obviously you can't actually stand on that. But once you get up here, you will then make this jump to right here. that button is going to reset the sphere. So if it's doing this, then you can just press that button to reset it. Anyway, you have a wraparound thing again onto this ladder flick, and then you gotta jump down to here, and then to here. You have to jump your way to the back of this conveyor, like this, and then conveyor launch over to this ladder right here. Ladder flick off, go back out to this outermost layer, go across this, wait for the moving platform. You can jump on it, jump to this half stud, go on this platform, and then you do that wraparound. You do hit your head up here a little bit, but yeah, that's still possible, obviously. These inlet parts are trip parts, so you just gotta hold space across them. And then you get sent here. So I'll show you how I actually made this in a second. Like, all the platforms, they just sort of extend down into the fog, so it looks really cool. It's like you're over like an abyss of some sort. But you do this section. Yeah, if you fall, I'll show what happens if you fall in a second. It'll kind of spoil how I made it, even though it's not really that exciting how I made it. Anyway, like, you complete this, you slide down this truss, and then you sort of gotta carefully go underneath there, just like that. Then you can slide back up, ladder flick off, wrap around, and then a long jump, and you'll be sent back to here. So I'll quickly show you how I did that. So there's actually a button right here. You may have noticed that because I'm in edit mode. But what that button will activate, okay, well, the game is being weird again, but what it actually activates that whole section, which is inside this giant box. With the fog end, it actually makes the parts sort of disappear into the fog instead of just displaying the skybox. This bottom one is an insta-kill. The parts are reflectance 1, so it doesn't blend in, so it sort of blends in with the skybox, but it's still really noticeable, so that's why I made it button activated, so it's not super ugly. But once you get back, then you do these jumps right here, and then you can go right here. You sort of wrap around to right there, and right here, you have another wraparound. Here, you have downward head hitter sort of things, so you gotta be careful not to accidentally hit the insta-kill. And then you go across these to right here. Here, you go into climbing animation, and then you go up to here, and then you gotta go through that, but I think that needs a nerf really quickly. Okay, that's better. If you're wondering where the fog effect went, that's just because I fell a zillion times, and I don't want to teleport back every single time to get the effect, but I don't have to worry about that anymore, because you're supposed to not get stuck, but you go down to floor 8. You're likely starting to get nervous now. Well, you can relax a bit on this floor, as falling has no consequence. You'll simply be sent back to this platform. You jump up here, and then up here, you go on this ladder. It is possible to, like, not go into climbing animation, but whatever. Then you go on this truss right here. You can then jump over here like that. Go up here, and now you go here. I'm doing terrible commentary at the moment for some reason. You have one of these ledge jumps right here. Then you can like go like that. So right here you should go like sideways in climbing animation, because the like wall right there is a bit in the way. You have a 2-stud walk around here, and right here you have to hold forward, and it even like tilts your character a little bit. It looks even more crazy, but then right there you can just sort of turn sideways. After you press this button, a platform will appear beneath you to catch you. Yeah, so when you jump here, it does that. What you have to do now is go into climbing animation underneath here. Or, I mean, no, like, go under there. You have a wraparound here, and then you're going to jump to here, and then to here. Head hitter, go on the wedge, and then you can do these jumps. And then a corner clip. This part has a lot of these like elevators, which I made using jump pads. So you have this wraparound thing here. This one, you might notice it says part when I hover over this. That's because okay, if I go into here, the way I made it like actually send you upward, it's because it's composed of actually 3 jump pads that are inside of there. I just made them invisible and then put this part as one thing, so it doesn't have like seams in it basically. So you can then go across these, but you do hit your head, so they are a little bit tricky, but obviously there is a safety net. So then what you can do is come down here. You have this wraparound onto the sphere right here, and then you have a conveyor launch there. I'm pretty sure that specific conveyor, it looks like it's going really slow for you. That's because you're watching this video in 30 FPS. I'm viewing it in 60 FPS though. So unless you're using an FPS unlocker, you can tell it's going super fast. So then you go across these 1 studs here, and then you have this push box section. But it's pretty easy. You just push it along here, and then you go up the ramp to hit the button, which will activate these platforms here. You have to also use the box to get up to here. You do a long jump. It's a 12 stud, but you can wall boost it. It's climbable, and there's a safety net. You have a couple trusses here. Since you're close to the ceiling, you shouldn't ladder flick, you should just jump off. But then you can go underneath here. You have a walk around, and then you go in here, and then outside here. And with that, you can say goodbye to your safety net. Enjoy falling to your death. This outside section has no safety net, and you might have seen the skybox also changed to make it even more dramatic. And the music did also change as well. So after you do those ladder flicks, you then ladder flick off, and you gotta go on the spinning platform, and then to right here. A couple more wraparounds, and here you do a wall hop, and then another wraparound. Then here it's like a big wraparound. That jump pad gives you a huge boost. That's an even larger wrap. I mean, maybe it's not, I don't know. I don't feel like counting, but it doesn't have a jump boost. And then these are fading one studs. So yeah, this platform fades as well, but this one is a safe platform. But then you can jump here. You should go right to the edge like that, and then you can ladder flick down. Then this, although it might not look like it, is actually a corner clip. You do it like that. This floor is completely purest other than the kill bricks and teleporters below, but don't think that means it's going to be easy. This floor will also test your skills with glitches. Just like on floor 9, falling here will make you have to land 3 10 stud wraps above an instant kill brick. Starting off, you gotta jump up to there. You do need to go into climbing animation, which is why you should treat it like a long jump. That's a wraparound, and then another ledge jump like so. Then this is another corner clip as well, even though it might not look like it. Right here, you go around this truss, and then you can drop down to here. Then this is the first glitch that's not a corner clip. You have another, you have a dance clip. This tightrope is alignable, so you can go across it like that. This is an interesting thing right here, I guess. So you have to like go underneath the ladder, sort of like go, yeah. It's actually pretty difficult to do, which is why there's so many of them. But you should go right on the edge, then go down, and then carefully turn your camera like that. If you get here, you're probably good to just like hold space. And yeah, then you can do that, and then you have like a backwards ladder flick thingy, and then jump up here. And then this is these are some walkarounds and like a little no jump section thing. And this is another corner clip here. You gotta jump here, and then go right here. Here, there was originally something called a fling. It was like, you can go back in the video where I actually built this to see what I mean. But I removed it because it was really RNG. Like, you could do the exact same thing, and like it would be entirely random whether you got it practically. So that's why I decided to remove it. But once you get here, you gotta jump up and go into climbing animation. And then you hold W, A, and space to go across here. And then once you're here, you can just like turn your camera to get off. And then a glitch wrap, just like that. I mean, I guess that wasn't exactly the most clean of glitch wraps, but whatever. Then you go across these. You go into there. You go here, and then you go here. Then you have a lodge. And there we go. And then up here, you go onto floor 7 outside. Although this one isn't necessarily as dramatic as the other one, there's still no safety net. This outside section mainly focuses on wall hops. It's not too hard because I added in these like sort of resting platforms. Before I added those in, it was super hard. Right here, it says find which wall hop is fake by finding out which one is miscolored. Try turning your graphics down to level 9 or below. If I go out of edit mode so it doesn't like put that thing on the part when I hover over it, you might be able to tell already, but the idea is that if I have it 10, you can see I have this like sort of shadow outline to it. That's called HBAO graphics, I think, for horizon based ambient occlusion. But if you can see, if I turn that down, that goes away. And so it's easier to see which one blends in better and which one doesn't. So you can see this one is the real wall hop. As far as how I made them fake, it's not like can collide. They're both can collide true. But you can see this one, I made it like so that you have the horizontal seam. This one, I made it like this so that it has vertical seams, which can't be wall hopped on. So you can just do that. This jump isn't too hard. I did add that in. You have another tightrope here, but this one's alignable as well. The sign here says, this glitch is called a wedge fling, someone in my comments said. To get flung far enough, you must jump sideways through the neon as shown behind this sign. I don't need this part here, but to make sure that, like, if you jump through as shown over here, then you make it like every single time. So if you just jump through like that, then it'll bounce you off the wedge. So that's because otherwise the glitch is kind of RNG. But if you saw it, you just bounce off to right here. Okay, I know I said this whole floor would be purest, but I really don't feel like putting 99999 head hitters back up there, and I'm sure you don't want to do that either. Just don't tell anyone, okay? When you hit this, you get sent back up to here. And so you want to jump down on top of the dance clip from earlier. You go up here, corner clip, wrap around, and then you can drop down to the next floor. This is another break floor, just like floor 8. If you fall at any point during this floor, you'll be sent right back to this platform. This floor isn't like it doesn't have anything super exciting about it. It's mostly like the next floor, when the ninth floor, when I get to it, it's another safety net floor, but it's also like kind of harder, and it's supposed to be like the final thing for the finale of the tower. Well, floor 5, I guess. Okay, it's floor 5 if you count up from the bottom floor. It's the 9th floor you go to, though. Here, there is a lodge, though. Because it was a safety net, I decided to make it be the most RNG type of lodge. This is a dance clip right here. It's actually not as hard as it looks. What is for me right now, apparently. Okay, well, apparently I can't do that right now. But again, I have done it before, so I know it is possible. Right here, you go right there, just like that, or you can ladder flick around. Then you land like that. I expected not to fall again. I mean, I'm gonna be cutting all the fails out, but you know, it's pretty frustrating. Like, especially with the teleporters, like I have to manually go into camera mode every single time, and since there's so many walls, it's super hard to tell where I'm trying to actually go to, and it's super annoying. And Alright, but you have the speed section. Normally, I wouldn't put speed section 1 studs, but again, it's over safety net. Speed deactivator is right here. Right there, you do that jump. The reason my graphics is at 1 is because my game is lagging a whole bunch. Here, these are trip parts, so you hold space around them. Once you get here, then this is a like button section. So you do that ladder flick onto there. You do a couple of wraparounds. You go up to here. The button's gonna you go up here, and then you'll go back in a second because that door will be open. But you do these walkarounds, and that's actually, it's a fading part. The button will like activate the fading part, meaning it'll go invisible. These conveyor launches here, I think because the video's in 30 FPS, it also looks like it's going backwards. Once you get to this part, then you're pretty much done with the floor. So yeah, I'll just teleport through here, but yeah. Then you drop down here, if I can actually drop through, there we go, into floor 9. This is the last floor before the finale of the tower. This floor may be shorter, but it will still be harder. On this floor, falling will send you back to this platform. So again, falling, teleports you there. I'm pretty sure that's a 12 stud, but again, it's wall boostable over safety net and climbable. This is a shadow section. So where the two like things connect, that's where the part is. If I hover over it, you can see the outline. So you jump to that one, and then here you have a wraparound. It's a 9 stud. Here you go onto this like 1.5 by 1 platform, and you actually have to go on top of the wraparound now, and then you go across here. That sign says I wouldn't recommend jumping on this button since it's can glide falls lol. And then my actual face is right here if you look right there. And so yeah, you gotta go like inside here to hit the button. So just like that. So you have 5 seconds to complete these couple of jumps right here. I said this in the video where I built this floor, but I'll say it again. If you don't understand the joke, it was from the Q&A special for 1,000 subscribers. I'll put a card to that in the top right if you want to check that out. But then you have these jumps. So they're pretty difficult, but like that's kind of the point of this floor. Now we have another corner clip inside of here. There we go. So when you get here, you get I used advanced tools parts, 2 of them, to set the time to night and put the lighting effect to contrast. That makes it insanely dark, and so that's why these neon parts actually emit light. So yeah, you do these jumps, not too hard, and then here you have this conveyor wrap thing, and then that's kind of a conveyor launch right there. And then you jump up here, do a corner flip, and the lighting effect will go away. Here you kind of you do that. It's actually not as hard as it may look, but then you have another one of these corner clips like this, and then you can jump up here. You do need to go into climbing animation. It says lol nice lag high jump you may pass if you didn't take that shortcut. So if you were down here, you could do a lag high jump to get up to here, but then this will be in the way. So you can go down here, and then you have that again. It's like 1.5 studs like underneath there. It's actually pretty easy. These jumps here, they're kind of annoying, I guess, because they're like super crammed, and so you barely have room to move around. But it's fine. I guess it adds more of a challenge. And then here we go. Jumping into this portal will send you to the finale of the tower, floor 10. The next floor will be a big challenge, so take a deep breath and jump in when you're ready. So once you're ready, you can jump in, and you'll be sent to floor 10. Welcome player to floor 10. This floor is the hardest, longest, and most stressful floor out of the entire tower. If you fall, you will have to land a few variations on a 12-stud long jump over an instant death block, and then you'll be sent all the way back to the start of floor 5, one floor back. This floor will consist of mini sections, which all have related obstacles. The first one requires you to complete jumps representing each floor of the tower. The gray platforms that will take you in between these sections will slowly get smaller throughout the floor until they are, in the true Tower of Inception spirit, very tiny. Good luck, player, you will need it. I'm pretty sure I changed this in the previous video, the finishing touches video. It was originally all the way back to 2 floors back, the floor 6, but I nerfed it to floor 5 because this floor is pretty hard actually. The gray platforms start as 3x3s, and then you can see later on they'll become really small. They actually do get even smaller than 0.5 by 0.5. Floor 1 is kind of dark. Parts are neon like they are in the floor 1. So floor 2 is so bright. Yeah, so it's like the exact opposite of floor 1. You can jump a little bit on this section, so yeah. So when you get here, you have to get onto this side. I mean, you don't have to violently shake your camera like I did, but you can. I guess that works. Now for a bunch of 2-stud walkarounds, because that will take you to the floor 3 part. Okay, I fell. Actually made it pretty far without falling. But you have a 12-stud, you have a non-climbable wall boostable 1-stud, non-wall boostable climbable, and wall boostable non-climbable. There was also a non-climbable non-wall boostable one, but that was pretty hard. I don't think I should call these mini sections. I think I should call them just regular sections. I don't know, because this is a section of the mini section, meaning it's a mini section, or is it a mini section, or is it a mini section? I don't know. Floor 3 equals Tower of Hot Chocolate Fury style platform thingies. We have forward, backward, fading platform, right, kill brick that I'm not taking damage from because I have invincible while editing, beat block, left, and forward. Then floor 4 equals quiz. Question, what year was Adopt Me released? The answer to that question is 2017. Who is the developer of Obby Creator? Mario 118118. Floor 5 is Creepy Darkness. This one is super short. And then we're on to floor 6, which is outside section with no safety net. But this outside section is pretty easy and pretty short as well. Floor 7 is Purist and lots of glitches. You may notice you're able to jump down there, and then you'd possibly be able to skip straight to the end of the floor. But no, because there's a button you have to press to make sure that that's not actually possible. Here is a flat wall clip. There we go. 10-stud high jump. Go across the half studs. And then you do the corner clip. Floor 8 is nothing exciting really, lol. Well, I mean, the video building it was the background footage for the Q&A special and the announcement for that. So you go across the tightrope, and then you should do that. You should go into the thing and then, like, hold forward. That will land you on the actual truss. Once you get here, you can jump off like that. Then go on the moving platform. You jump over to here and up to here. And then floor 9 is Extreme Darkness. So if you remember from the previous floor, where I did the same thing, contrast lighting effect. Okay, that's a ledge jump actually. And daytime is night. By the way, if you do fall, you might have to wait a second for it to deactivate all the effects, because you can see there's like a million thingies right here. There we go. And right here, yeah, that'll reset the effect. You do a kill brick corner clip, And yeah, I didn't do a floor 10 mini section because like you're on floor 10. You have completed section 1. The other ones will not be that long. Section 2 requires you to complete recreations of Tower of Inception sections. The word section is in there like 100 times. Yeah, so this part is based off of, I forget what floor it's on. If you've seen a video or played Tower of Inception up to that point, you might recognize this section. It's on the descending part though. Once you get here, your speed will be deactivated. You go up here, and you can sort of you can like go out of first person and back into first person for there. Yeah, then you can do that here. Falling here will send you back to the speed deactivator. As you can see, if you jump off, it'll do that. This part is based off of the part on top of floor 5, which is right before you go back down the descending part. So it's a 10 stud high jump, followed by a 14 stud jump lowered by 10 studs. Yeah, so it's just that repeating a bunch of times. I'll just teleport past it. But once you get here, you do a wraparound to right here, and then you can go down here. It says the purple button will start the timer for this outside section. The gray button will deactivate the timer if you want to start over. Which I think that would sound better if I changed that to wish. The gray button will deactivate the timer if you wish to start over. Yes, that sounds very better. You have 70 sections to complete this section. It's based off of Tower of Inception, floor 1 outside. So in the real Tower of Inception, the section is super easy other than the time being really tight. Here you have another tightrope. It is alignable. And then you can just jump to there. We'll pretend I made that. Here what you should do is go on the edge of the truss right there. Okay, I have 5 seconds remaining, but that's because I was like pausing for a second on a few things. But yeah, if I hadn't have done that, I would have like 15 to 20 seconds remaining probably. As you can see, I didn't make the time as tight as it is on Tower of Inception. For section 3, you cannot jump for the most part. So it's mostly a bunch of like jumps like that and ledge jumps. Yeah, the reason it says for the most part is because you do jump when you do those, and there are a few jumps where you do actually jump. Here you go into climbing animation. This is like the thing I put on floor 7 where you hold space, W, and A. And then this is basically the same as a ledge jump, but the part where you go into climbing animation is pretty like lower down, I guess. And one final ledge jump there, and you press this button. It will block you from going back that way unless you want to do some insane wall hop thing. And then you just repeat these jumps down to right here. I'll just skip past them because I've already shown them. You corner flip out, jump up here, and then you press this button. That will spawn in this platform down here, and then you go across the 0.5 by 0.5 by 0.5s. For section 4, every part will be icy. So if you're wondering what slipperiness I set the thing to, I set it to 50. So yeah, you can like hold space across some of these. This isn't too hard, but yeah, so I made these parts be, these like darker blue ones, I made it be button activated so that you can't just like jump down from up here, obviously, because that would let you skip a whole bunch of stuff. So now you have some IC1 studs, and then you go on these wedges here, and then you have 0.1 stud jumps. So the strategy for doing these, you gotta make sure you're aligned on this axis. If I exit edit mode so it doesn't give that like outline to it, you can see that I am aligned on it, just barely, but it'll work. So then I turn my view like this, so I'm aligned on this axis, and you make sure you actually do it correctly. Okay, well, I almost made that, and again, the reason my graphics is at 1 is because my game is deciding it wants to lag. Again, I have verified that it is possible. So since you press the button, you can actually do this corner clip here, and section 5 is the finale. So this has no safety net, and yeah, it is pretty short though. Yeah, right here, the like slightly transparent and miscolored parts, they can collide false. Here you gotta jump to this one. That one is a fake one. You do a wall hop here, and it says no, you won't be saved if you fall here. What you can do here is actually just hold forward. You'll land perfectly on there. And so you can ladder flick up to here, and yeah. And then this is the final jump to the tower, but psych, no it's not. You go over here first. You have like a couple more jumps. A couple of 11.5 climbables, and then right here, you can drop down through all the floors to the win pad. So here's the win room. We have my character model saying, "Thank you for playing." Over here it says, "Congratulations, player, you have completed the Tower of Super-Ception. I really hope you enjoyed. I had a ton of fun building the tower." If you want to see me building the tower, I actually built this in a YouTube series on my channel. My channel is called Roro Studios, and you should go subscribe. I also can't thank everyone enough for the support on the series. My channel has grown so much thanks to you. Throughout building, recording, and editing, this tower has taken many hours to build, so a like on this obby would be greatly appreciated. Thanks again for playing this tower. I will see you in Ring 2, and have a great day. Oh, and shameless plug, you should join my group called the Roro Studios Fan Club. Link in the description. About Ring 2, yeah, I do have plans to build a Ring 2. I do want to do, like, other content as well. So, like, I want to do more JToH videos and more videos of other things. Yeah, we have the cake here. You can sit down on the couch if you want. And you can also go out here. It says, "Take a look at the tower you just completed. It's a high, insane, soul-crushing tower, but you still managed to overcome it. Very well done." So yeah, you can view the tower from a distance. And then over here it says, "When you're ready to return to the lobby, click the handle of this door." So when you click it, it will, like, summon in a respawn part, which will send you back over here. Or not a reset part, although a respawn part would work too. That is the entire Tower of Super-Ception, and that's gonna do it for this video. Again, like the sign said, thank you so much for the support on the series, and I did have so much fun building this. So hopefully, there will be a Citadel and Soul Crushing for Ring 2 as well. Please like and subscribe down below if you enjoyed today's video. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video, and have a great day.